Hey guys, it's your girl Beautybyjazzelle and yes, welcome back. This video is going to be my it's not my highlight and contour routine anymore, boo, but that video I will definitely link that below if you do want to see how I beat my face. But anyway, back, rein it back in. This is going to be my eyebrow routine. I get asked a lot of questions in regards to
how do you get your brows to look like that?
What do you use on your brows?
Yeah, but how come it still looks like hair?
But
So today I'm gonna record this video for you guys and hopefully it can help you out. Definitely do thumbs up this video, subscribe. I'm gonna pop that somewhere on the screen. I'm not too sure where yet, but it's gonna be there so you can click that button. And yeah, let's get into the tutorial. So before I start my brow routine, I've just got a fresh face. I do my brows before I do my makeup. I just find that it blends better for me than when I do my makeup and then do my brows last. Obviously there's no right and wrong way. It's just what I like and yeah, it just works for me. I've always done it. I have tried to do my brows after my makeup and it was just a hot mess. Like I just did not like it at all. Like, no, it's not for me. So yeah, what we're gonna do first, I take my Morphe E20. Oh, girl, you don't know your numbers.
I know your numbers, girl.
My E29 brush, which is a double-sided brush, looks like this. So you've got like a flat end, which is an angled brush, and then obviously you've got your brush end. Then what we're gonna do, I never apply product onto my brows at this stage because I haven't prepped and primed my brow area or anything like that. So anything that I apply right now is just gonna be oily because if you can see, like my forehead is quite oily, but we're gonna minimize that. We finna erase that I'm gonna take my Morphe E49 brush, which is a flat fluff brush, but I love to use this to pat powder onto my face. So sometimes I might use it to set my under eye concealer, but I definitely always use this to apply the powder on my brow area. I'm taking my De-Slick powder. This is a mattifying powder. If you are oily in any way, shape or form, this powder is going to be your best friend. It is a mattifying powder, so it's gonna
suck that oil
from your face. And it's not gonna leave you with like a cast. It is a white powder. Don't be alarmed by this because it is not going to come out white on your face. Like when you apply it onto your face, it's just translucent. I'll just take some, tap it off. And you're gonna see how this is just gonna mattify that area. I'm going to just go back in with my brush and then just make sure those hairs are brushed upwards again. So the next brush that I use, this brush is everything. I'm using the Morphe E43 brush, which is a flat brush. Looks like this. Like, look how flat that is. Woo! This finna carve out our eyebrows like no other. I'm not even lying to you. I take my NARS Radiance creamy concealer. I love this for applying it underneath my brows because it's not going to highlight it too much, but it's gonna highlight it enough, if you get what I mean. So I just take some on that. So I've just taken that amount of product. So I'm basically about to use this concealer to stencil the shape that I'm gonna use for my brows. It looks kind of crazy to begin with, but trust me, this method for me, it works. I love this method. Before I used to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Pomade and draw the line where this stencil would be, but girl, it's just too harsh. It's just too harsh for me. Oh, rotted. Nearly drew out my eye. Yeah, so whatever's left on the brush, I pull that product down. because what this is going to do, this is going to help us when it comes to blending out our concealer. Because we've used the concealer to act as the stencil, it's already created the shape that we're going to use for our brows when it comes to filling it in. This way as well.
Oh my god.
Babes, the amount of product that you save is crazy. Before I was going
Through.
my pomade, like,
Girl.
just, it wasn't lasting. I was thinking, wow, like, it's kind of crazy. But it's because I was using way too much product. But, you know, brows go through phases. Like, my brows have thickened up now, like, thank God, hallelujah, amen. February, like, when I post, like, throwback pictures, I'm like, girl, like, you had no brows. They were literally, it was just a string. Just literally, just one hair connected to the other to get to the end. And this area was a struggle. I literally left my brows to grow out. I just applied Jamaican black castor oil and coconut oil on my brows like every night religiously. And girl, thank God for change. Thank God for change. If you want your brows to be super thick, then you're just literally gonna stencil where you want the hairs to start from. If you want them thin, so whatever shape you desire, draw the stencil to match that shape. Like, this is what my hand looks like. So I'm using this little finger to balance the brush like this. This gives you kind of like a sharper line, if you see, because I'm using my little finger as like a little kind of, what's the word? God, like, I just can't think of a word right now. Oh, I can't think of a word right now, but yeah, I'm just using this as, I can't think of the word. Girl, I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, this one's doing, wow. Hello. This brow is doing up arch. Like, this one is trying to reach into the mountains. I don't even know. But girls, you gotta remember that your brows are sisters. They are not twins. They are not identical. So please don't be spending hours on end trying to get them to match up, because girl, I've been there and it just doesn't work. You'll see this one now, you just think, okay, let me just do small adjustment. Bow, it's wrong. You think, oh, okay, let me just balance out this one. Boom, it's wrong. Don't do it. Don't fall victim. So once we've got to this stage, now what we do, before that concealer dries out, I get my Zoeva 142 concealer buff brush. Love this for buffing out the brow area. Now, this brush, again, I'm about to bring you in. The MAC 288 brush. Tiny angle brush again. So look at that. Babes, look at it on this side. Hello, where's it gone? Oh, look at this. This brush. I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the shade Ebony. I'm just taking this product. My hand, and I'm just rubbing that remaining product out. So as I'm doing this, I'm taking it off both sides, but still keeping that point. When I start my brows, I start from the outside in. I never start from the inside out, because I want majority of my product concentrated on this area, because that's where I've got the most scarce bits before I move in. Even if your brows aren't full, never start from this bit and work your way out, because it's just gonna be a nightmare when it comes to try and blend and get that fade effect. So I turn the brush on this side because I'm going to be using this angle to create the brow hairs. And I just use my little finger to just balance on my face. And then I'm just bringing that product inwards. And because we use the majority of our products around this section, it's fading it out for us without us having to go in and try and fade it. Take a little bit from the back of my hand again, and I'm going to repeat that same thing on the other brow. And when I'm doing this, like, I wish you guys could feel pressure through the video. I'm not applying much pressure on this brush at all. When you're doing your strokes, stop it kind of mid-brow. I'm going to show you why, but stop it mid-brow. So I'm just drawing my strokes to about this section. And you're just using this to fill in areas. If you've got thick hair in one area, then you're not going to apply much product. If obviously it's scarce, like for me, my scarce areas are the tip. That's where I'm gonna go in and really fill that in. But for this area here, I go back with my Morphe E29 brush your hairs downwards. For this bit, I do draw a line. Exactly where I started for the bottom part of my brow, I'm then starting there for the top half. And you can see now we've created another stencil. I'm just taking that product and I'm just gonna work inwards exactly how I did it for the bottom. What I started at the end and I worked it in, I'm gonna do the same for the top, but just reverse. When you do this, you want to turn your brush at an angle and you're working it downwards. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that same brush that I used to carve out my bottom brow, or the bottom part of my brow. I'm going to use that for the top, but now this is where the switch up comes. I'm going to use my MAC Studio Finish concealer in the shade NC42. This is near enough my skin tone. I don't want to highlight on top of my brow area, so you can go in with your foundation if you want to. You can go in with a lighter concealer if you like that look, or you can just do as I do and just go with a darker concealer or the same color concealer that matches your face. For this, again, I'm just using my little finger to balance it. So what I do, as I draw the line to stencil the top bit of my brow, I pull the concealer upwards. I know they look hella crazy because I haven't got like a full face of makeup on, or at least some sort of makeup on. I'm not gonna lie, I love this brow effect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm taking that same MAC brush, I've just wiped it off, and I'm going to use my NYX brow powder, and this is in the shade dark brown. So it is a duo, looks like this. God, it's battered and bruised. Using this shade here, which is a light brown shade, or if you have darker brow hair, then you can use whatever sort of powder matches your brow hairs, but for me, this one is my match. So I just take it and I'm just... This is what I'm using for this section here. Doing that same method and motion, but for this section. And then I use whatever's left of that powder just to fill in any areas that may be a little bit scarce, but I don't want to go in with my pomade to make them too heavy. I'm gonna take that same mascara wand brush thingy-majiggy and use this to just brush my hairs upwards. I then take my same buff brush I'm just going to take that brush just to kind of fade this section out a bit more. all right brow day. It's okay. It definitely has been better, but it's okay. It's all right, boo boo. It's all right. This is the finished look. This is how I do my brows. Obviously, give or take, they may be a bit thinner or thicker depending on the day, depending on the time, depending on the occasion. It just depends. But as I said to you, just remember that your brows are sisters and not twins. Otherwise, you're just going to be stressing yourself all the way out trying to get them perfect and identical when it's just, it's not impossible, but it's going to take a long time. A long time. So yeah guys, that was my eyebrow routine. This is what I do on a daily basis when I am wearing makeup. On an average day, if I'm not wearing any makeup, I don't even bother to fill in my brows. Unless I want to go for no makeup, but I do want some brows, and I might put on a pair of like natural lashes or a bit of mascara, who knows. But yeah, I hope you found this video informative. Let me know what you want to see next. Thumbs up this video, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe. Like, please, I'll love you forever. Subscribe, please. Subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Show your girl some love. I'll leave my socials here. And yeah, bye guys.